Early life and background. Stern. John was born on February 20, 1976, in the capital city of Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Raised in a country where football holds a special place in the hearts of its people, John's passion for the sport was cultivated from a young age. Growing up in the vibrant streets of Port of Spain, he was exposed to the football culture early on. His father, a former football player himself, recognized his son's talent, and it wasn't long before Stern was enrolled in youth football programs. Trinidad and Tobago is known for its rich football history, and John, with his natural talent, was quickly immersed in the country's footballing culture. Football was more than just a pastime for the young John. It was his passion and ambition. He began playing for local youth teams where he was noticed for his speed, agility, and clinical finishing. As a teenager, John was already a highly regarded player in the Trinidad and Tobago football scene. His youth years were marked by competitive matches in various local leagues, where he showcased his skill and tenacity. John's performances began to draw the attention of professional teams, and he made the leap from local football to the professional ranks early in his career. His ability to play as a striker made him a dangerous threat to defenders, and his early years in football set the stage for what would become a distinguished career. Rise to prominence in Trinidad and Tobago. Stern. John's professional football career began in the late 1990s when he joined the Trinidad and Tobago Pro League. His first major professional club was Joe Public FC, one of the top teams in the country. Playing for Joe Public, John quickly established himself as one of the league's most talented young strikers. His scoring ability and on-field intelligence were evident, and it wasn't long before he became the focal point of the team's attacking play. John's performances in the Pro League earned him a call-up to the Trinidad and Tobago national team, and he made his international debut at the age of 18. His physicality, combined with his excellent positioning and finishing skills, made him a standout player for the national team from the very start. His speed and work rate were key attributes, and it was clear that he had the potential to become one of the best forwards in the region. In his early years with the national team, John made significant contributions to Trinidad and Tobago's football success. His performances in the Caribbean Cup and World Cup qualifiers caught the eye of international scouts, and it wasn't long before the young striker attracted attention from clubs abroad. Move to England and Premier League career. John's talent did not go unnoticed by European clubs, and in 1998, he made the move to England, signing with Birmingham City in the Football League First Division, now the Championship. The move to Europe marked a significant step in his career, as he transitioned from the local Pro League to the more competitive footballing environment of English football. At Birmingham City, John began his professional journey in a new, highly competitive league, one that would allow him to test his skills against some of the best defenders in the world. Initially, John struggled to break into the first team, but his talent was undeniable. After a series of solid performances, he became an important figure at the club. His aerial ability, physical presence, and clinical finishing were key to his success as a striker. While his time at Birmingham City was short, it was a crucial period in John's development as a professional footballer, as it exposed him to the high standards of European football. John's first notable period in the English leagues came when he moved to Coventry City in 2000. At Coventry, John found his stride. Under manager Gordon Strachan, John played regularly and became the club's main attacking threat. He proved his worth with a series of important goals, including some vital strikes in the Premier League. His excellent positioning, sharp finishing, and ability to hold up the ball made him a complete forward. During his time at Coventry City, John became one of the Premier League's more respected forwards. His pace and ability to convert chances into goals made him a consistent presence in the team. The Trinidad and Tobago striker quickly became known for his ability to score crucial goals, both in domestic competition and in international fixtures with his national team. International career and the 2006 World Cup. John's time in the Premier League also coincided with one of the most important periods in the history of Trinidad and Tobago football: the qualification for the 2006 FIFA World Cup. The country's national team, known as the Soca Warriors, had never qualified for a World Cup before, and the prospect of reaching the tournament was a momentous one for the small Caribbean nation. John played an instrumental role in the Soka Warriors' historic World Cup qualification. His goals and leadership on the pitch were crucial throughout the campaign. His powerful performances in the final round of World Cup qualification helped propel Trinidad and Tobago to a place in the 2006 World Cup in Germany. It was a milestone achievement not only for John but also for the entire nation, as Trinidad and Tobago became the smallest country to ever qualify for a World Cup at the time. In the 2006 World Cup, John was one of the key players for the Soka Warriors. Although Trinidad and Tobago did not advance beyond the group stage, the team's efforts were widely praised, and their historic qualification captured the hearts of football fans across the Caribbean. John's leadership and dedication on the world stage solidified his place as one of the country's greatest footballers. His goal-scoring ability and experience were invaluable assets to the national team during this unforgettable period in Trinidad and Tobago's football history. Playing career in the United States and later years. After his time in the Premier League, Stern John took his talents to Major League Soccer, MLS, in the United States, where he continued his professional career. In 2006, he joined the Columbus Crew, marking his first foray into MLS. During his time with the Crew, John continued to display his goal-scoring abilities, becoming an important figure in the team's attacking setup. He formed a potent partnership with fellow striker Ante Razov, and the two players contributed significantly to the team's successes. John's time in MLS was marked by consistent performances, and he quickly adapted to the pace and physicality of American football. His ability to link up play, hold up the ball, and score goals made him a valuable asset for the Columbus Crew. His leadership on and off the field also helped guide the team to competitive finishes in the league, and his influence extended beyond just his footballing ability, as he served as an inspiration for younger players. In 2009, John moved to the Miami FC, continuing his time in the United States. His later years in Miami saw him continue to impress with his performances, though his playing time began to wind down as he approached the latter stages of his career. However, even in the twilight years of his professional career, John remained a valuable player, offering experience, leadership, and an eye for goal. Retirement and legacy. Stern John officially retired from professional football in 2014, bringing an end to a remarkable career that spanned nearly 2 decades. After hanging up his boots, John remained involved in football, taking on coaching roles and mentoring younger players. His contributions to Trinidad and Tobago's football legacy were immense, and he remains a national hero for his role in the country's historic World Cup qualification, and for his consistently high-level performances over the years. As one of the best strikers in Trinidad and Tobago's history, John's legacy is firmly established. He remains a symbol of excellence and dedication for the next generation of footballers in his homeland. His remarkable rise from local leagues to international football, including his time in the Premier League, MLS, and the World Cup, set an example for aspiring players in the Caribbean and beyond. Stern John's career is a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and natural talent. He achieved success on the international stage, representing his country with pride, and earned the admiration of fans worldwide. Today, John's impact continues to be felt, both through his footballing achievements and his ongoing work in mentoring and developing future generations of footballers.